and honest. I think the most important thing is the honest part. So that's pretty much where I want to go with this moving forward. The next podcast I want to do it with my girlfriend Robin, because she's probably the smartest woman I've encountered so far in this life, and we have absolutely amazing conversations, and it's something I love about her very much. So it just feels fitting that the next episode and my first guest is her. So I'm really looking forward to that. We're actually celebrating our 2-year anniversary tomorrow. So that's exciting. That's very exciting to me. And moving forward, I'll just start lining up guests. Robin is designing a logo for the podcast, so there's going to be some more official kind of, marketing, branding put behind all this kind of stuff. I hope it's going to somehow symbolically reflect the ethic of the podcast that I want to maintain and that I want to cultivate. And so, yeah, we'll be developing more of a Facebook page, more social media in general, but I don't intend to bite off more than I can chew in that front, because I find all that stuff to be, it kind of like sweeps me off my feet a lot of the time. It seems like a necessary evil to be involved in social media, and I'm not sure what the end result is going to be for us as human beings, or where all this stuff is going. But it also seems like a crime to let it go to waste, because for the first time in history, to me, it seems like, every single person alive with a technology, which is almost everybody in the modern world, the developed world, everyone has a platform to speak from. Like, there was nothing short of downloading some applications on my phone to getting me to start this podcast, and now I have a platform to speak from, for better or worse, and for whoever or no one at all who wants to listen. And so I feel like it's imperative for anyone with something to say to speak and to voice, to just use their voice and use this technology as a platform to, spread a free market of ideas through the internet, and for, see, let come what may, basically, because I feel as though the experiences and thoughts of individual humans, especially the layman individuals, there's no better picture of what the modern day person is, and what our struggles are, what our society is struggling with. I think there's never been a more important time that people use these platforms in a wholesome way, and in an honest way, and in a way that isn't, going to take over your life, or isn't going to undermine your own self-respect or anything like that. I think we all relate to the ways in which social media can feel and be seriously destructive to a person's health. But anyways, that's basically the plan moving forward. I have to thank a number of people for the podcast, because they've supported it from the beginning and supported me in general as a person. My company, Refined Roofing, who is actually one of the few people sponsoring me for the marathon running I've been undertaking. The Blue Nose Marathon in Halifax is next Sunday, so I'll be running that for the second time, and they're sponsoring me, as well as Certainteed Shingles, and their distributor Beacon. I know there's like a million companies named Beacon this or that or the other thing, so I believe it's Beacon Roofing, I think it's just what it's called. And then also I have to thank Lindsay at the Flotation Center for sponsoring me for the marathon as well. There's going to be a blog post on her website about that coming up soon. The plan there is to just keep getting people involved, keep running. I want to eventually start raising money for, charities of some kind. I keep leaning towards people, injured or otherwise experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder from service jobs, like firefighters, military people, police officers, paramedics, whatever. I want to raise money for that sometime. I have to thank Glenn O'Keefe over at Serpent Brewing. He makes amazing beer, and he's been on the podcast a number of times, and I recommend all those episodes with him because he's one of the smartest dudes around and super motivated and super creative, and his music's amazing. You can find Oceanic on Apple Music or Bandcamp, and listen to those records. They're amazing, and keep an eye out for his beer because it's only growing, and it's delicious. It's nuts. And I also have to thank Tori and all the other yoga teachers at On the Mat. They've been on the podcast a number of times too. Tori, Jarvis Grant, Jolene Detromont, Ali Sangster, and Michelle Robinson. They've been wonderful yoga teachers, and it's been a pleasure to have them on the podcast last year, and I hope that some of them return this year. Yeah, all those people, there are more I can't name, of course, but they've been supporting all my endeavors and my health and my athletics and the podcast, and so huge shout out to them. I guess the last little bit of news is that I've been accepted to university in September, so I will not be roofing through the winter this time around. I'll be studying my little butt off at the foundation year program at the University of King's College. And my plan is to move forward in the field of psychology after the foundation year. So we'll see how that unfolds as a career path. Otherwise, that's about as much time as I want to spend on this. So thank you very much for listening, if anyone's listening. And stay tuned for some more. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend.